Hey, Dave Austin, and we're doing our game ready a little differently. And I even have a guest on. How cool is that? So we're trying the morning. It's Tuesday morning here in Utah. 7:30 back in the coast where I normally used to do this before we moved here. But I thought we'd take a special opportunity. Yesterday I drove back to San Diego with my son and we were in a windstorm and I thought, hey, let's just, even though I do it at 12 p.m. every Monday for the last complete year, I decided, let's just experiment. Let's see how many people are up early. Julie is up. I love it. Love it, Julie. Glad that you could be with us. Hope this works for you. Well, let's try it today anyway. So, you look at our theme and, we're finishing out this year. And I always say, start the week strong, finish the week strong. That's what we always do on these. Hey, Zach is up. I love it. Zach is up. He's up. He's always on the charge. So, we always start the week strong with the game ready, and then we finish the week strong with Aloha Fridays. Well, today's about finishing 2017 strong. You still have time on the clock. Yes, we're just going to move into December right around the corner. And, it gets a little bit dicey this time of year because you got Thanksgiving, then you got Christmas coming up, a lot of family activity, a lot of things going on. And so it can be distracting and maybe challenging to finish off what, you want to finish off strong so that you move in after the holidays and start in January to really kick off to be 2018 your best year ever. So my advice, so get ready. This is your tip of the day for our game ready is what we call in the Beast training is LazPro. Now we've got a Falcon that is amazing. We see the footage where they throw a little white thing out of the plane and then they let the they throw the Falcon out and it's got a camera on it and it goes over 240 miles per hour and never, ever, ever misses the little white thing. How can it just hit it every time? Think of the sky and how fast it's going at 240 miles an hour. Well, you know why? Because it's laser focus. So we call the Falcon LazPro. And who else did we just get on here? Marcus is on. Awesome. Thanks, Marcus, for joining us this morning. So anyway, how can we apply that to our lives? If we think about, if we want to really finish this year strong, I'm going to tell everyone LazPro. That means really focus in. Take a look at what take a moment. What happens a lot of times is at the end of the year, you kind of look at, we got to make goals, set goals for 2018, but you've let 2017 just slide by. Right now, pull out your goals. See there's one area or whatever that Ian, good to have you, my friend. It's good. The Monday folks are showing up on Tuesday. I like that. Isn't that pretty good? You didn't know whether that would happen. But anyway, if you really, the company's called Extreme Focus. Why is it called Extreme Focus? It's that we teach how to focus for success. And so LazPro is a big tool. Laser protectivity. So take a look at what your goals have been for 2017 and pick one. Pick one that you really want to hit hard. And it's not too late. We got a month left. And yes, we got all kinds of holidays of things that can be distracting. But if you zero in on that and you focus in on it and you set your 3 intentions of how you're going to achieve that, you'll be amazed. And what you're doing is setting yourself up for 2018. And the cool news is we have, and we changed our branding a little bit different. We've always had our Beast Mode On 30-day challenge, but in January we start with a new name. It's called Be a Beast 30-day training, which is really what it's all about. It follows the book, it follows all that. So we decided let's just hit it right there. And I want to say one thing about that before we get started. Our training has proven, I don't know of any other programs that have the success rate that we've been achieving. We even have it endorsed by the Pentagon, and I'm very, very proud of what we do. So be thinking about that. But now let's go back to laser focus for right now. We're in 2017. I got Mark Haddis. And what does that mean to you to laser focus? What is that about? What is LazPro for you? Because Mark has been an extremely successful businessman, and you've had that success.
Well, and the thing is, when you look at the end of the year and Dave's talking about laser focusing on a goal, something that you really wanted to accomplish this year, sometimes it requires letting go of other goals that you might have thought were important at the beginning of the year, and now reassess them and see, is there any goal that you have for this year to let go of? And as you look at that list, let go of some things. That helps clear the way to reveal what that one goal is to focus on.
Awesome. Great advice. Because what we're doing is narrowing down our focus. That's if you want to be successful. You hear a lot about multitasking, how awesome that is. Well, how awesome, if you like mediocre results, that's how awesome, multitasking is. I don't know, have you found that in your own life?
I used to think that I could do a lot of multiple things really well. And the only way to do that is to have a great team. I mean, that's how multitasking is really meant to be, is to bring a great team together so that all the team members can be laser focused on what they need to do to accomplish something even greater than what one individual could do.
That's great advice. The thing that I find sometimes is we do have a team now, but not as many team members. I find for my own life though too, is that let's say I do have several things. I have to block out my time that this is what I'm going to focus on now. And then I'll focus on that other thing. But too often we get caught up in, well, yeah, but I got that. Oh, I got this. And it's distracting thoughts keep us from really achieving that which we need to do right now. It's funny, when I was an actor, I used to, you work really hard to get onto a movie set or a TV commercial, which I was blessed to do several. But I would get on the set. This is what I've worked for, to be on it, right? But then I'd be on the set, and there's a lot of downtime on the set, and I'm thinking, oh no, what should I be doing? There's other, just because my mind was set up to always have to work, and I'm going, wait a minute, I'm doing what I wanted to do, and I need to apply myself to this job right now. But my mind wanted to wander off of what else do I need to be doing right now?
And sometimes not doing anything is the best thing.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Allow yourself to relax and allow for that inspiration to come, because it usually comes. We talk about meditation. We talk about some of the things that allow for people to really bring their best to each situation. And a big part of it is letting go and trusting that, okay, if I'm going to focus on this one thing right now, to stay in that momentum and keep that focus for that duration, even if it's just an hour, or it could be for days, depends on what the task is. But it's something that's really critical, is to acknowledge that being present, even if it means that we're not actually doing anything, it could be the best doing that's around.
That's such good advice. When you start your morning off, when you take the time to meditate and get yourself grounded, you advance so much quicker. But it's challenging, because of that very principle that we have, but I don't have time to do this. Well, you don't have time not to do it if you really look at it. And I'm guilty of it. I have to, even though how much I know how important it is, I sometimes get caught up in the doing. When I get caught up in the doing, it's kind of like, I'm getting too busy to be successful. That's what you can do. You can get too busy to be successful. When you slow down, all of a sudden things work at a faster speed. Roger Anthony, who is the co-author of Be a Beast and the training, I love what he said. I didn't understand it at first. He says, get there fast by going slow. Well, how can that be? I gotta go. But once I learned to start slowing down, my productivity went way up. So that is how you're going to finish this year strong. Mark, I'm so glad that you're with me. He just flew in last night from Chicago. We start tomorrow our Extreme Focus. We have the certification program, and we started 12 weeks ago. We had 3 days in San Diego. Then we've had 12 weeks of our Zoom calls. Amazing group. I mean, absolutely amazing group. And then they're coming here, and we will finish strong with this group for the next couple of days. And Zach, I know you're on, and I know you'll be watching on the Zoom because you couldn't come in. He's a certified coach that did it the last time, but all those that are coaches still keep coming, because the most fun about coaching for me is, what can I learn today? Because I'll constantly be a student my whole life, and that's what makes everything happen at such a game changer speed. That's like when I said earlier about our Be a Beast training coming up in January. Sign up early, because we don't have a lot of spots. We keep the group small purposely so we can really hit it hard. But every time I even teach it and go through it, I learn something. I go through something, I advance. Tony Bodo, I love Tony Bodo. He's been through, we've done it 21 times. He's been through it 20 times now. And I said, Tony, why do you keep going through? He says, every single time I take a new nugget and it advances me in life. Sometimes one thought can change your whole day, can change your whole week. And that's why I do these game, we call them game readies early in the week, so that hopefully there's a thought that triggers your mind into working into that right action so you can be successful in whatever it is that you're planning on taking on. So you're ready to visualize it and see it. I mean, I don't really get into the science of why it works, but I will tell you, if you research this, it aligns your neutrons and that with your brain to put it into an alpha state so that it's so much easier to achieve things. That's why we do this visualization. So you ready to go, even though it's Tuesday, not Monday? So first of all, I always ask you to say, hey, think about for a moment what you're grateful for. Man, gratitude is the greatest strength you can gift yourself in. So just think about all the things you're grateful for. Yeah, you might be stressed about this or that, but when you just focus in now on what you have, changes everything. So just take this moment. Breathe in the things that you're grateful for. Hopefully you had an awesome Thanksgiving. I am so grateful to bring my family together. My one son couldn't make it in, Jason, but the rest of the boys were here. And man, we hiked up here in Utah. It's beautiful. I am so grateful for that. So just get tapping in, whatever you are grateful for. Now that you tapped into that energy, it's a strength. It's like being plugged into an electric current that just lifts you up into a whole new frequency. Now think about the things this week. Now we talk about what are you going to focus on, and then set 3 intentions of when on that focus and on that goal. How are you going to achieve that? What's your mindset that you're going to do? Just think about the 3 things. Maybe one is just stay in a positive attitude, because there's a lot of proof about how in a positive energy you are stronger in so many aspects and your creativity expands. Because that's what it takes many times. We're all creative geniuses, but we get so caught up, as you talked about it.
I'm in the meditation already, Dave.
Okay, all right. So anyway, set those 3 things, and now close your eyes. I want you to just close your eyes, and I want you to see your gate. And as you see your gate, I want you to pass through your gate. Now, as you pass through your gate, man, you come into nature, someplace you've been to before, maybe, combination of places, but it is so awesome just to come in and just appreciate the beauty around you. See it in the detail of how incredible it is to be in this incredible place full of nature. It's full of life. Nature just loves to be appreciated, so it radiates an energy. So just take that in, and I want you to breathe it in. Breathe through your nose all the way to the pit of your stomach. And then breathe out. Very deep breath. Give me at least 4 very deep breaths of breathing in a strength beyond your own. Tap it into it. When you breathe out, you can just breathe out any anxiety. Anything that's not serving you. Just breathe in this strength. Now you're empowering yourself. In this strength, go ahead and see a gate at the other end. Walk through that gate. Now there you are in your life. Now you've lasered in. What is that one thing that you really want to focus in and achieve? And figure, you know what? I got time here in between the holidays, and see a smile on your face. See the joy you have in taking this on. Not as a burden, but as a gift that you get to take this on. And see yourself having just each day one more step of success. And as you see that, celebrate it. See yourself going, yes. At the end of the day, in fact, see yourself writing down 3 wins of the day. So you're living in this life of winning constantly. That's how you achieve such greatness, is to become a winner. It's not like, oh, well, that person's a winner. You decide. So be a winner right now and see it. And see yourself achieving that because you're laser focused in on it. And what a gift you're bringing to yourself right now. The power of that's remarkable. Your greatest asset is your mind, and you're allowing your mind to see yourself fulfill that which you desire. So now come back through the gate. Come back into this place of peace and beauty. You've seen it. You know it. You come back into nature. Nature's here to support you in it. Feel the strength of now owning it completely. See a waterfall of water, and go to it and just drink from it. It's so ice cold, so refreshing. You can feel it running through your veins. You can feel it energizing you all the way through. Man, it's just you just feel you've lit yourself from deep within. You've set the fire from deep within. That's where all the strength is. That's where all the power is. Now you've taken it and you've got it within you. You have a calm strength, but just a complete knowing now. So walk in that strength. Walk in that knowing of confidence that you are zeroed in. You're ready to take on this day fully. Now go ahead and walk out through that first gate. Open your eyes. Celebrate today, as we will. We get to work today. We get to do some game planning for 2018. I'm excited. I love to get myself set for not only finishing this year as a powerhouse, but getting myself set up so that when we hit January, man, we hit the streets running.
Love it.
Thank you, Mark. All right, I see Mark, you're on. And who else has come on? Vincent, yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Nancy. Nancy, usually I thought you wouldn't be able to be on because you usually come on your lunch break. But you came on anyway. I love it. See, we can even change up things. We can become adaptable and still let this thing all work out. Thanks for being on.